Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next level tactics. From offsite and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition. Now, here's your host, Timothy Carter.
Thanks for joining me on the podcast today. We're going to talk about SEO KPIs, the critical key performance indicators to measure your online marketing success. Online marketing can be a confusing place. Competitors come and go, strategies wax and wane in popularity, and new technologies and platforms seem to, appear and disappear out of thin air. Keeping up with all the changes and turns is a full-time job in and of itself. And trying to map out a strategy that's sustainable in the long term is almost virtually impossible. Instead, you must jump from island to island as new trends emerge and develop. Even so, there are certain fundamentals that have always and probably will always remain constant in digital marketing. They exist in the form of user actions, which remain consistent across multiple platforms and in multiple strategies. Whatever tactics you choose today or in the future, be sure to prioritize these 7 user actions. Number 1, probably first and foremost, is clicks. Clicks are one of the earliest actions you need to concern yourself with. Obviously SEO can help you rank for certain search queries, but that doesn't guarantee that the search traffic will want to click through to your site. Similarly, you might have a great piece of highly detailed, well-written content on your site, but if you syndicate it with a limp headline, nobody will want to click through it and read it. Acquiring clicks is a matter of capturing someone's interest fast, using concise, powerful, and urgent language. The shorter and more accurately you can convey a message, and the more value and immediacy you ascribe to that message, the more clicks you'll get. Number 2, let's talk about shares. Shares are a user action that leads to greater click potential, but they also add more respect and recognition for your brand. Getting users to share your content isn't simple or predictable, but it is necessary if you want to build an online empire. First, make sure it's easy for users to share your material by including, share buttons for all major social media platforms that you're active on, and actively syndicate your posts on as many platforms as possible as well. Then you'll need to ensure your content is shareable by making it more valuable, unique, surprising, funny, and or informative. It definitely takes a lot of work, and that's why companies like us are out there creating great content for businesses and executives and corporations. It takes a lot of work, but it's well worth the effort. 3, let's talk about links. Obviously, links are like shares in that they require users to find your content engaging enough to post elsewhere, but physical links serve a different purpose, obviously. First, links can generate more referral traffic, similar to shares, by inviting clicks. Second, backlinks pass authority to your site, which manifests in the form of higher search rankings. To get cited as a link, you have to offer valuable content that nobody else has. You can accomplish this, by publishing, original research, making a strong and original claim, or offering something of value that other people will want and find, of value to themselves. Number 4, engagements. If your audience only clicks and shares your content, you haven't exactly won the content game, as it were. You could just have a group of follower zombies who like to click, skim, and share for their own purposes. If you want to earn a reputation among your followers and truly connect with them, you need to produce content that drives engagement. And how you define engagement, really, it's subjective. Some people look to things like comments and response posts. The key is to elicit a reaction from people, preferably in the form of something, beyond simple shares and links. Likes and favorites are good, but, actual comments are a better sign of a personal investment by someone. Number 5, revisits. After clicking, people can leave. Even if they buy something from you, they might leave and never come back. In order to maximize your chances of getting a conversion, which I'll cover in a moment, and maximize the revenue potential of each individual user, you need to increase your revisit. That means you'll need to incentivize people to come back to your site after that initial engagement. You can do this by establishing a strong, consistent, and memorable brand presence and offering some kind of value that changes over time, like regularly posted blog articles or rotating promotions. Be sure to highlight your brand's unique traits and value. Number 6, explorations. Users click into a blog or individual page can easily be done after skimming a bit of information. If you want to be successful, you need those users to explore, venturing to the other corners of your site to find more information and become better acquainted with your brand. To drive this, be sure to interlink and backlink your pages internally and offer a clean, inviting navigation at the top of your pages. And then last but not least is conversions, number 7. Conversions are the real money makers of the group. But to get a conversion, you often have to go through attracting clicks, shares, links, engagements, revisits, and explorations. But eventually, your users will get to a critical moment. They'll have the option to submit their information, buy your product, or take some other action that leads to meaningful revenue or revenue potential. To commit that final stage of conversions, you need to demonstrate a clear value and make the conversion opportunity visible, concise, easy, and aesthetically appealing. It will probably take several A/B tests for you to figure out what works for your users and what it doesn't. It's a delicate science, and it's all about testing. If you put the acquisition of these 7 actions at the core of your SEO online marketing strategy, you should have no problem retaining a positive ROI. The only hard part is getting your users to take action from the default of doing nothing. Still, with enough practice and enough tweaking and enough new content, you should be able to find a system that delivers these user behaviors reliably. And that's about it for today's episode. So if you want to improve your site's organic visibility, you need fresh new content that attracts users and provides value. Come on over to SEO.co and schedule a time to have a free consultation. Learn how we can help you guys outright and outrank your competition.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.